Hello teachers, I came across a cool tip that I wanted to share with you. This one is password protecting a Google form quiz. So if you have multiple classes and you want to prevent the students from sharing the link with other students, you can password protect them. Therefore, a password is required to open the Google form quiz. So it's pretty simple. So the first thing you need to do is highlight the top section, add a question, type in password validation. This will automatically select the question type. So click required. And then you have these, you have number, is number, and then this custom field. This one needs to be set as text. Contains, here is where you actually type in your password, 12345. And then you can have an error message. So password incorrect. And make sure you hit required. The next thing you need to do is add a section. Okay, so we can just click add section. There we go. So basically you have your first section, which could be just the title of your quiz or test or assessment, and then you have this validation for the password. And then here you just have a section. You can title it whatever. It's not going to affect anything. Okay. Once this is done, I will send this. I already sent it, so it's already ready to go. So let me go here, and I'll open this up and kind of show you how this works. So here it is right here. So if I fill out form, I get a message that says password validation. So if I do something like this, password incorrect, 12345, and then it will take me into the quiz to fill this out. And then you hit submit. Now I want to show you a couple features while we're here also. Notice down here there's not the option for the student to check to receive the response. So I'll go ahead and submit here, and this is done. And there's no information as far as the grade, questions missed, and so on here. So this is a quiz that is completely shut down, and the feedback must be submitted by the teacher. Okay, so I'll close this. Here's my quiz here. So as a teacher, if you have the questions here, which is the platform or the space where you're building the quiz. Over here you have the responses, and then we have three sections: summary, question, and then individual. So this could be your analysis afterwards. I'm just going to jump to question here. And this is the first question, which is password validation. There's no answer to this one, so we'll skip this one. So what is the capital of Texas? And you can see how the students had performed on this one particular question. And you can change their responses, so you can actually survey the students' responses. So if you put the wrong key in or something like that, you can actually make that a correct response. So you can override your form with an incorrect one here. If I go to individual, you can see the individual responses here. If you want to allow a student to redo a quiz, you could then find the student here in the drop down, select the student, and then you can click delete. It deletes the response from this one student. If you want to clear all the responses, you click on the three-dot menu up here on the right, and then you say delete all responses. So you have two options to delete responses. One is all, or you can go through and delete individual students' names. Okay, while I'm here, I wanted to show you some other features in the settings of a Google form. So I click on Google form. If I check response, this will allow the students, before they hit submit, they can check to receive their responses. Over here are the settings for the quiz. If you want to release the grade immediately, then you just check this right here. Okay. What I have checked is this one. I'll save this. So this one is set for teacher to release the score, so you can release it right here. Okay. If you have a quiz that has a short answer and you want to read the individual short answers, if you want to give student credit for it, then you can actually change the point value here. Okay. The only difference about this regards to any other Google is you have to actually hit save. Usually it auto saves. This is not auto save in this situation because you're changing points. So I'll just go ahead and discard that, leave it as it is. Let me delete this student's response. I'll delete it, say yes. I will go back to the form, reopen the form, type in the correct password 12345, go to next, answer some of these. Now here I now have the option to check send me a copy of my response. So if you don't want students sharing the questions and the choices and so on with other students, then you would make sure that you uncheck this. So here I have the option to send myself a response. Where you would turn this off is under settings, right here under general. You just uncheck this and then you hit save. Okay, and then you also have some other options under presentation to show the progress bar, shuffle question order also, so there's another way to mix up the quizzes. Now if I go back to the beginning of this, so how to set up the password validation, remember you add a question, okay, and you must type in password validation, and Google has AI technology that will read this and basically choose the response for you. So you have to change this to text, and then you type in your password, text 198 could be your password. Your custom error text is, you could say wrong password, whatever. And then the students would have to type in this. Now, the purpose of this, if you have multiple classes and you want them to take the same quiz, you can send this out to one class with this password, and then you could change it to something else for another class, and then vice versa. So in between the classes, you would change this pass code here. Therefore, each class receives a unique password. Okay, hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.